Absolutely iconic. I think the 86 one came across my Instagram feed the other day, and there was a moment where the Shark, Norman, is just taking the deepest breath on 18 before his approach shot. And you could tell, man, that there's nothing like that tournament.
You're incredible at what you do, Jim. And that's why you get asked to do all these things. And that's why people remember you and have such affection for you, because you're remarkable. You're the best play-by-play person in this generation.
I was thinking about this at the Easter service this week. You do at times, no matter who you are, particularly when you're a performer, and you guys are performers, you have all kinds of things that can work against you. You know that. You have doubters. Mm-hmm. We all have enough doubt to deal with on our own. But you have people that are second guessers, who are critics, who don't understand how hard it is to perform on a moment's notice. You're trying your best, and sometimes we fail. Sometimes the words come out upside down, or you don't capture something quite crystal clear as you should. But everybody's got an opinion. And, you learn how to deal with that noise.
Yeah.
I know we all make it because it's personal. So we feel like there are a lot of people at times against us. Yep. And it's not reality.
No.
It's just sometimes these louder voices that are maybe on social media or just plainly in the media. We deal with media too. Yeah. We got all kinds of television critics out there, whether they're social or whether they're in electronic or print, whatever. But yeah, you learn to deal with it. And as a little kid, I never thought about I'm going to have to have people that are telling me I'm not any good or somebody's better. And I never thought about that. I was thinking about playing. I didn't realize there'd be that noise. And there is a learning curve for that. And, I've had to deal with it for 40 years, and I think I've handled it well. And I've tried my best to be the person that I am and not let that sully what otherwise has been a dream life. And you guys, I hope, realize that same thing. Whatever noise you hear, it's insignificant.
Oh, yeah.
It all goes away. And when life goes on and you guys get to be my age and older, and you're still going to be doing whatever you're doing, I'm sure, at a very high level, that bust is going to be sitting there in Canton long past you both as, being on the planet. That bust is going to be there. The criticism or the noise, that's all immaterial. It's history. You built a life in other realms too. Your families. Look what you've done to make your family proud. I get the biggest rise out of seeing how much your parents enjoy what you both are doing and how you both have supported one another. That's where I'm coming from.
I appreciate that.
Family to me, it's everything. I was playing a video the other day of my kids were young, and I'm way off on a tangent here.
I love it though. I love it. We're so like that. Yeah, please keep going. Yeah.
I was telling my kids about something. It was from 4 years ago, and I was 3 years ago. And I said, family is love, and love is family. And if you're surrounded, you understand the world is like that, and I think you guys do. I mean, I see it from the outside. I see that love in your own circles.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Jason, the amazing life that you and your family have built, Travis, what you're building, and starting right there with your mom and dad and what you've done to make Cleveland, and specifically Cleveland Heights, proud. That love, man, that nurturing got you to where you are. I had the same thing.
It's the best.
Hello, friends. I want my dad to hear me. He's been gone 18 years. I got chills right now thinking about it. I just want to make him proud. And that's when I say my feet hit the floor in the morning and I have gone through my ritual, one of those things with gratitude is just saying I want to make people proud.
It's the best.
Yeah. And I'm going into Augusta this week. I'm going to give it my all.
Oh, you're going to make everyone proud.
And I just hope I can make people proud. The people that my family, who I love and love as family.
Well, make sure I come up to you and pinch you so you know you're not dreaming, big guy.
I'll know when somebody comes and pinches me from behind. I won't even have to turn around and look. I'll know it's you.
When I'm playing in a big game or win or loss, Jason's been at a lot of the big games. My family has been at, every big game in my life. And those moments where you come out of that game and you see the ones that are there to support you. You see the ones that have been on this journey with you your entire life. And you see, where it's gotten to. It's the most beautiful thing that I could have ever asked for in my life is the fact that I have that much support from family and friends. And I remember the funniest one was coming up from that Buffalo game where Jason jumped out of the suite and jumped back in the suite. I come up to the suite at the end of the game to celebrate with my friends and family, and Jason has his shirt off still.
Tony and I covered that game.
Of course. You know it very well. Yeah.
You caught a couple of tutties. You were right there in that end zone. You caught one. You looked up at him.
But knowing you got that much support and you make your family and your loved ones that happy when you're playing, and they get that much excitement out of seeing you doing what you love the most, it's the best, man. And I hear you on that, man. The gratitude and getting to be able to do what we love and all that makes it all worth it, man.
The odds for what you guys have accomplished, that gets back to that whole pinch me thing, but the odds of even being able to make it to the NFL. I mean, everybody thinks that plays at Division I level thinks it's going to happen.
You couldn't tell me and Jason that. Even with the 1 star connected to our names on all the high school recruiting.
I didn't even have a star. 0 stars. I had the picture of me was that black silhouette. You know what I mean? It is a pinch me moment whenever we look back at that. And, our families have been so uniquely blessed to share in all these experiences together. And then to make other families along the way and all the friends, and not like anything else. Like, you always accomplish things through the help and guidance with other people. And the teams we've been on, the coaches we've had along the way. You mentioned something earlier, Jim, about people infusing belief. And I've said this before. I think belief is the greatest thing you can give another human being, for exactly what you're saying. There's so much, in your own head that you can build up with doubt and nerves and things. When somebody gives you that gift, it gives you the power to overcome all of the little things that really don't mean anything. And I just love that so much. I do want to ask you, do you have a welcome to broadcasting moment? You talked about the nerves of that first Masters at 26 years old. Is there something that happened maybe young in your career that was like, all right, I'm finally doing this thing?
Well, before I got to CBS, I was on the Houston golf team, but I was not as passionate about trying to be a professional golfer, nor did I have the skill level, nowhere close, as I was. The boyhood dream was the broadcasting thing. But I started working in the business when I was 20 for the CBS affiliate in Houston, the 4th largest market in the country. I was the weekend fill-in sports anchor, but it amounted to a lot of anchoring the sports broadcast on the 10 or 11 o'clock news, whichever time zone you're in, you know what I'm talking about. And I was still living in the dorms. And so I was still living with all my golf guys I mentioned before. And that was, I knew that I was, as far as where I am with my age group, being on a CBS station at 20 while you're still in college was rare. I was very fortunate. But then upon graduation, I got an opportunity to be hired by the CBS affiliate in Salt Lake City at KSL. And with that, I got to do the Utah Jazz game. So I was 23, and I was in the NBA, calling NBA, and I was the play-by-play announcer for BYU.
The Cougs!
Yeah.
They won the national championship in 1984, and I was doing their games with Steve Young.
Oh
my gosh!
Who had graduated a couple years before and was playing in the USFL for the LA Express.
Oh my gosh.
So we're doing a game in Provo, and the booth where we broadcast from at Cougar Stadium was so small they had us record our on-camera opening on the field. So we knocked that out. We jumped in the press elevator for the start of the show a few minutes later, and the elevator blew a fuse. And for a quarter and a half, the elevator didn't move.
Oh my!
Are you kidding me?
Meanwhile, the game goes on, the show goes on. They ran a scroll at the bottom of the screen that says, "We are experiencing audio difficulties." Yeah, you have no announcers. That's an audio difficulty.
That's quite the difficulty. Yeah.
So, just randomly blew a fuse, and then it started back up, and we rejoined the broadcast with about 6 minutes to go in the half. That was a terrifying moment. I can remember, if you talk to Steve ever about it to this day, we were starting to get claustrophobic, to say the least. And it was a tiny panel that you could knock it out. I could lift him up if we wanted to, and he could try to get out of the elevator shaft. We decided that was not a good idea. That could have prevented what later became a Hall of Fame career in San Francisco. But anyway, we had that moment. And then, lo and behold, after 2.5 years in Utah, I got a call from a producer at CBS named Ed Gorin, who later became the president of Fox Sports. Great friend of mine to this day. He said, "We've been taping your shows for the last month, and you're one of 5 finalists for an opening at CBS Sports." I thought it was a prank call. I thought it was one of my college buddies. They knew this was my goal. This can't be true. Come on. I said, "Come on, give it up." But the next day I was on a plane to New York, and I was auditioning in the CBS Broadcast Center against the likes of Roy Firestone, who was a famous broadcaster, had this up-close show on ESPN, the great James Brown, and I ended up winning the audition, and within a couple of weeks I was on the air being introduced by Brent Musburger.
Holy cow.
Doggone! Well, thank God that elevator got working, baby.
Do you take the stairs now? Do you make sure that doesn't happen?
That is a fair question.
You are one of one, brother. I can't tell you what an honor it has been to listen to you share these stories. What an honor it's going to be to watch you do your 41st Masters. Yeah. You've officially surpassed the amount of balls Rory had to hit. You're way past him. Congratulations. We're all looking forward to it.
Thank you for having me on. I really, truly, I was so appreciative to get the invite to come on the week of the Masters, and it would mean a lot to me if even it was just a minute, if I had a chance to express how much I appreciate both of you in person and this particular podcast being a guest this week down in Augusta. Jason, good luck with that, by the way. I know you're going to be great. Have a wonderful time. I'm here. Anything I can do to help.
Do you have any advice? Like, what's the advice here? It's my first time. I've been to.
Define your role for me. It's going to be interviewer
of players and friends and family. I'm kind of going to be boots on the ground, just talking in between holes and stuff.
There's 2 things you're going to focus on here.
Okay.
Virtually everybody in that field is going to have a caddy that's special to them. And more likely it's going to be a family member, a child, a daughter, or even a wife.
Yes.
So 1 is, what was that experience like?
Yep.
And 2 is, how do you feel about your game going into the tournament? That's
okay.
all you need to ask.
Perfect.
Now, maybe somebody knocks a hole in one, and you might ask them about that. But I think people want to know what the week looks like for them and what that experience was like out on the par 3 tournament. It's unique. We don't see anything like that the rest of the year. You don't need to dig much deeper than that. This is a feel-good event,
yes.
And you're going to be the right guy to do that.
I got a third one, Jason. Don't forget, keep your shirt on.
Goes without saying. Yes.
It's a classy event, Jason.
Thank you so much for hopping on with us.
Thank you, brothers. I appreciate you both.
That dude was epic, man.
The best. The wisdom and like the emotion that and the way he's able to tell a story. I feel so dumb trying to talk to him. Gosh dang. He is the best though. And he mentioned the production meetings. Even in the production meetings, like, it's just, there's something about Jim that is just second to none. The way he articulates and listens, asks questions. It's like the elegance. I thought about that before with like Rich Eisen, like talking to him, like some of these guys that just are so good on television. They have a way of conversing and saying things even just in regular ordinary life that just, it's incredible.
It's awesome, man. And that was fucking a dream come true right there, man. Getting Jim Nantz on this thing right before the Masters, man.
Right before the Masters. Let's go, baby.
Jason, can you do the honors?
Alrighty, our guest today is a 6-foot golfer out of Dardanelle, Arkansas. I believe that's right. He's the 1991 PGA Tour Rookie of the Year. He's got 5 PGA Tour wins, 2-time major champion, and he won the 2021 PNC Championship with his son. And he was Travis Kelce's co-star in Happy Gilmore 2.
I wasn't a star. He was a star.
90%, he's here to grip it and rip it. Please welcome the one and only John fucking Daly, baby! John, how we doing, brother?
Let's fucking go.
As he cracks one, man. Oh, man. Look, where's the cold boy at? I can't find one. Oh, that's what I love right there, man.
Hell yeah, brother. How we doing?
Doing great. How you guys doing?
Living the dream, baby.
Doing good, getting fired up. Yeah.
Living the dream.
Trav was golfing this past week. We're getting geared up for the Masters. I'm sure you are as well. Where are you at right now? You're in your RV?
Me and Anna, my girl, we left Sunday night from Upland, California, and we're just outside of Tallahassee. We're almost home in Clearwater.
Oh, nice, man. Awesome. Nothing wrong with a little road trip, man. God, I haven't been on one of those in a while, man. Fucking love it, man. I was just up in Bandon Dunes, actually, up in northern, Oregon, not necessarily Northern Cal, but up in Oregon, man. And that's a little bit of a different place, man. The views out there are insane. But I'm not going to lie, I'm a bougie golfer now, man. I don't like to walk that much. I don't love walking that much. And that's a hell of a terrain too. So that was a fucking workout, man.
That's why I got ADA. My body's too screwed up to freaking walk anymore. So I'm going to enjoy the game with a golf cart.
That's what I'm saying. They got to get some fucking golf carts out there, man.
We got the Masters this cup. This is amazing. I love it. The Masters coming up.
You got to come see me at Augusta. I'll be at the restaurant and bar called Top Dog.
Ooh,
Top Dog.
Selling merchandise.
I'd love to stop by.
Oh man, I can't wait to have a beer with you over there.
Fill you guys up some merch. We'll drink some John Daly Good Boys. Smoke some John Daly cigars. I'll cook you deal with some John Daly Mama Lou Spice. So here we go.
Lit on my fries.
Does sound like a good time right there.
Sign me up, man.
Very in on that. We'll definitely stop by. We're all going to Augusta. What makes this tournament so special in your eyes, John?
Well, it's the only major that never leaves home. It stays in the same spot every year. The other 3 move around, and it's Augusta. I don't know if you guys have played it with y'all's status. You should have been able to. No, it's just a very special week. I played in it for a lot of years and had a few good tournaments there, but even when I was playing, I was selling my merchandise. It just gives me a chance to see the fans, have a few cocktails, sell some shit, and have a good time.
What do you hold on.
I got the little ones running.
You got the Eagles cheerleader outfit on. That's a good outfit there. You just mentioned you interacting with the fans. I don't know that there's any golfer that I've seen that has been more connected with his fans than you. What do you think it is about you that made that the case?
I think for me, I always played for him. And, there's no skeletons in my closet. I've never lied to him. If I screw up, I tell him I screw up and apologize and move on. And they've been great to me. It seems like everywhere I've been, it's like a home field advantage, with you guys, playing for the Eagles and that boy there, new 3-year contract for the Chiefs.
All right now.
Great fans. But your Eagles, man, when you guys are down a little bit, I've never seen fans.
They'll let you know.
Yeah, they let you know. But I guess that's called loyalty. I don't know. But
well, it's passion. It's passion, John. It's
standard.
Passion. Okay.
Yeah.
You think you take that grip it and rip it philosophy into life too? Not just on the golf course, or?
Oh, yeah, got to. Yeah, I believe caffeine, nicotine equal protein.
Let's go.
The simple formula. John, as one of the legendary drivers of the ball, I'm trying to get better at golf right now. I'm trying to break 80. Got a long-term goal that I want to make happen this year. I've realized I need to improve my long game and my short game the most. I'm pretty good with my irons. What is the key to driving the ball? What would be your main takeaways if you want to hit it longer and preferably straighter? Would you say are your hard, fast rules? Yeah.
Well, for me, it's low and finish the backswing. But in golf, people always ask me how they hit it further. Well, if you hit your best drive, the best you can hit it, that's pretty much as far as you're going to hit it. Now, the good thing is it's like you guys practicing football every day. Consistency. You get your patterns down, you get your plays down. It's consistency, and the more you're consistent with that, the better you're going to be. But if you want to break 80, get your ass out and hit 100-yard shots in and work on your putting and chipping, because that's what'll get it done for you.
Steal those strokes, yeah. He's got a goddamn KFC potato wedge as a putter, man. It's like he just went to the local putt and just grabbed that thing out of the bag. He's got to get up to modern day, man. I don't know what he's doing with his putter.
You know those old bullseye putters? That's what I got. I got a bullseye.
Well, those are really good for fast greens, but I don't know what greens you putt on, but you need to probably get a heavier putter, like a big, like a Bentonardi or something like that, a real heavy putter. That'll help you short the stroke and make a lot more putts.
Okay, that's a good tip. I'm going to take that one. I'm already on it, Trav.
No chance. This guy's fucking trash.
Yeah, baby.
Johnny D, I'm going to take you back to 91, man, when you won the PGA championship. I just wanted to ask, man, you were the 9th alternate going in it to win the whole thing. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Man, that's crazy. Did you know going into that tournament that you were going to have like a really good chance of winning, or were you just kind of like happy to be there? What was the mindset going into that one?
Well, I was just happy to get in. And, back then I made 162 grand. I kept my card for 92. You make 162 grand on PGA Tour, you're working at a grocery store somewhere selling groceries. But I had a pretty decent year. The golf course just fit my eye. I could fly all the trouble, and the reason I got in, Nick Price, Sue had the baby, and I got in last. And but anyway, he asked me if Squeak could caddy for him. I said, hell yeah, I'd love for Squeak to caddy for me. And
that's awesome.
Squeaky did a hell of a job. It was a blur because I didn't get a practice round. We just went in first round, second, third,
that's
fourth.
So crazy.
That is wild. Oh my god.
Grip it and rip it, baby. What else do you need to do? Jason, you worried about trying to fucking hit your drive straight? Just fucking hit it.
At what point did you know you were going to be a legit professional golfer? Like, when did you start playing? And at what point was it like, oh man, I'm pretty damn good at this?
Started when I was 4. I'm probably around 16 years old. I just said, this is what I want to do. I'm fat. I'm flat-footed. I can't run. So football, basketball's out. I was a pretty good pitcher. I guess I could have pitched, but, I'd have to play on a major league team where the pitcher doesn't hit, which I think that would be the American League. Is that right? American League, they don't hit.
I think it's both now, but yeah, I hear you.
Back then, I think it was just the National League pitchers that hit.
Yep.
But,
right.
But no, I was just too slow, flat-footed, and I feel like I had pretty good balance in my golf game because I'm so flat-footed. So I just kind of stuck with it. When I was 16, I said, this is what I want to do.
I will say that, man, the swing is obviously one of the smoothest of all time, man, and the how much you get on your backswing is so impressive, man. It's like you're getting to the other side of your head almost. And for big guys like us, like the shoulders just don't allow us to get to that point, man. So it's like you're like an anomaly in this world of like guys with big shoulders that can't get their swing all the way back there. It's just, I don't even know where I'm going with it. I just fucking love the goddamn swing, man.
You guys are always pumping and you're getting so strong here. You're more, well, you need to stay flexible because you catch it. Jay, you had to block those boys, man. You had to be strong.
Yep.
It's tough because you get so tight, you can't get the club back. But like, quarterbacks, pitchers, hockey players, they're so flexible. They can take the club back. But yeah, you just gotta find your consistent drive and see how far it goes and just work on that because that's all you can do. I mean, I used to be able to hit it a long way. Now, my drives in the 90s sound like atomic bombs. I don't even want to tell you what they sound like now.
No, get out of here. I know you're still crushing it.
You could feel it the second it came up in conversation. Not forced, not dramatic, just real. When Travis Kelce casually confirmed New York City as the wedding location, it didn't sound like some big announcement, but somehow it hit like one. The kind of moment where everything just pauses for a second. And then there was Jason. His reaction wasn't just about what was said. It was about what it meant. That slight pause, that smile creeping in, that look of, wait, this is actually happening. It felt honest. Pure brother energy. The kind where you've seen the whole journey up close, and now it's all coming together in a way you didn't expect, but somehow always hoped for. Because this story hasn't been ordinary from the start. It's been full of moments people couldn't stop talking about, from stadium cheers to quiet off-camera glimpses. And now, hearing something as simple as a location, New York City, it suddenly makes everything feel more real, more serious. Like this isn't just another chapter. It's the next big step. And New York? That's not just a place. That's a statement. It's bold, it's iconic, It's unforgettable. A city that never slows down, just like the spotlight that's been following them. You can almost imagine how it would look, the lights, the atmosphere, the feeling in the air. It's the kind of setting that turns a moment into history. But what really made it special was how natural it all felt. No big reveal, no over-the-top build-up, just a simple confirmation. And suddenly, the internet has something new to dream about. Because people aren't just watching this, they're emotionally invested in it. And Jason's reaction grounded it all. It reminded everyone that behind the headlines, behind the fame, this is still family. Still real people having real moments. That mix of excitement, disbelief, and quiet happiness, it connected instantly. Because in the end, it's not just about where the wedding will happen. It's about everything that led to this point. The journey, the timing, the way two worlds came together in front of everyone. And somehow still feel personal. And now, with just a few words, everything feels closer. More real than ever. Like something big is coming, and everyone's waiting to see it unfold.